Imagine yourself coaching a championship game and playing against a team far superior to yours. What steps can you take to mentally prepare your players for the upcoming adversity they're about to face? Do you resort to a specific leadership style, or is it more effective to rely on the power that's been granted you by your players? In this presentation, we are going to focus our attention to a specific situation and diagnose the types of powers used. From there, we will examine the root causes of these behaviors and then reflect upon lessons learned. So the situation that we're going to be diagnosing is I coached a junior varsity basketball team against a varsity team in a championship game, and we beat them. Now, the other team was way better than us, but for some reason we ended up beating them. And in hindsight, when I think about it, we beat them because of the power that I think the team had granted me. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. Slide 2. Expert power. Expert power is defined in our textbook as the acceptance of influence from those whose knowledge or expertise we respect. So examples would be doctors or lawyers, because doctors and lawyers have a vast amount of knowledge in their field. We also trust them because of their successes, because of their extra schooling, because of their experiences. So essentially any advice that they were to give us, we would most likely accept. It is also important to note that along with expert power comes credibility. So how does this relate to my situation? The boys were accepting all my expertise on the matter. Any play I called out, they ran perfectly and nobody argued back. They trusted that I was going to call something that was in their best interest. They had seen me play growing up, knew I came from a winning program, and in their eyes that gave me expert power, which was really cool. So let's go and go to slide 3 on root causes. Now the root cause behind this behavior I think can be summed up in this one sentence. And this one sentence says, the players are influenced more by personal power rather than positional power. And in an article titled Leadership and Power, it came up with this long article, and I dumbed it down into this T-chart. And I'm not going to read the whole T-chart, but what I want to essentially point out is that personal power is something that is earned, whereas positional power is something that is just given. In reflection of the situation coaching with these boys, I don't think the team would have been near as effective with somebody who had just been placed there as opposed to someone who had earned the respect of those boys. They probably would have argued back to somebody who had just been given the job and someone who they have not developed a relationship with. I don't think that would have been near as effective. Let's go to slide 4. One of the huge lessons that I learned in this was that reward and coercive power is not something that is at the top of the list as far as what coaches deem the most necessary when coaching. That was what I experienced growing up, was that if we did something right, we we didn't have to run lines. But if we did something wrong, we ran all night. And that's not the case with players today. Players are going to listen to the person that they admire the most, the person that they respect the most, and that comes with an expert power, showing that you can be successful. So all in all, we've talked about the situation of coaching a basketball team, a JV team against a varsity team, and winning because of the expert power that was granted me by the players, and also the root cause behind that and a lesson learned from it. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thanks.